Day 254 of the Daily Stoic. Preparing on the sunny day. Quote, here's a lesson to test your mind's mettle. Take part of a week in which you have only the most meager and cheap food, dress scantily in shabby clothes, and ask yourself if this is really the worst that you feared. It is when times are good that you should gird yourself for tougher times ahead, and when fortune is kind, the soul can build defenses against her ravages. So it is that soldiers practice maneuvers in peacetime, erecting bunkers with no enemies in sight, and exhausting themselves under no attack, so that when it comes, they won't grow tired. Seneca, Moral Letters 18.5-6. What if you spent one day a month experiencing the effects of poverty, hunger, complete isolation, or any other thing you might fear? After the initial culture shock, it would start to feel normal and no longer quite as scary. There are plenty of misfortunes one can practice, plenty of problems that one can solve in advance. Pretend your hot water has been turned off. Pretend your wallet has been stolen. Pretend your cushy mattress was far away and that you have to sleep on the floor, or that your car was repossessed and you have to walk everywhere. Pretend you lost your job and need to find a new one. Again, don't just think about these things, but live them. And do it now, while things are good. As Seneca reminds us, it is precisely in times of immunity from care that the soul should toughen itself beforehand for occasions of greater stress. If you would not have a man flinch when the crisis comes, train him before it comes. I can't say a whole lot more than this whole idea of preparing on the sunny day. We talked about this in the previous days of the Daily Stoic, did we not? The fear, and that it is in good times that we should steel up ourselves and steel up our discipline so that we have the discipline when the bad times come, because they will. They always do, right? There's only two seasons in life. It's famine and harvest. Famine and harvest, or harvest and famine. It doesn't matter. There's only two seasons, right? You might disagree with me. Leave a comment below, but that's the way that I see the world. You're either in famine or harvest. And in harvest, some of the hardest work needs to be done, because that's when you grow the crop. That's when you prepare yourself for the long term. That's when you have the disciplines to do the work, so that when the famine comes, all of your work will avail you the freedom of choice and not constraint. See you in Discord, MetaFam.